Hello everyone, my name is Dennis McKeon and I'm the Executive Director of Where to Turn, a local not-for-profit here on Staten Island that have been working since 9/11 to work out things with the community anywhere we possibly can. Today I am thrilled to be here at the GEACE Foundation and excited to host this week's show. To give you a little history about myself, I was actually born in Queens, but I don't admit that. I'm a Brooklyn boy, grew up in Brooklyn until we moved here to Staten Island when my wife was pregnant with my oldest son, and that's 36 years ago. When it comes to school, I went to Mary Queen of Heaven Grammar School, I went to Nazareth High School, and then I went to Brooklyn College. I had numerous careers. I was a foreign exchange broker for 11 years, and I worked for about 12 years at AT&T as a program manager before I started Where to Turn. I always say that in the worst of times, Staten Islanders are the best people. And really, all we have to do is ask, and they always come forward and they help us help the community. Once again, I am honored to be a guest host, and I can't wait to share more great content from the GEACE family. Enjoy the show.
Hi, Mr. McKeon. What inspired you?
What inspired me? Well, actually, I was inspired by 9/11, how a lot of people came together after 9/11 to help out the people who were impacted by that terrible day. And that's really where we got our start. And that's where we started creating our programs for Where to Turn to help out people in distress.
How many years have you been helping others?
Well, actually my entire life here on Staten Island, being here for 36 years. Early on, I have 3 sons, and I coached the swim team for 14 years. But as Where to Turn, we just celebrated our 20th anniversary of Where to Turn. So we've been doing the community outreach for 20 years.
Who did you admire growing up?
My father. My father was the nicest person in the world. Nobody had a bad word to say about my father. Nobody had a bad word to say about my father, and he was Uncle Joe to everybody growing up. So he was really my idol. Thank you. That's very nice.
I drew my dad.
Nice.
And I also drew about the Animaniacs drawing Dot.
One of my sons loved the Animaniacs.
What do you like best about your job?
What do I like about my job? The biggest thing I like about my job is I get to meet so many great people like you guys. We go all over Staten Island. We do cleanups. Maybe you can help us with the cleanups in the future. We do graffiti cleanups. We help out senior citizens. We help them shovel snow. But meeting people like you is the best thing about my job.
What is the most difficult part about your job?
Unfortunately, the most difficult part about my job is getting volunteers. We have, like I said, we have a snow shoveling program for senior citizens, and we have almost 2,000 senior citizens that need the help. And every year we have a hard time getting 300-400 volunteers. So that's really the hardest part of the job.
What has been a highlight for your career?
I guess the highlight of the career is to see how many organizations started on Staten Island since 9/11 that have actually continued and grown their mission statements to help more and more people. Okay. Because it's very hard with, the government can't do everything, and there's a lot of things that, we need individual help for, and right. There are some great organizations on Staten Island.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Brooklyn, actually, near Marine Park, and I lived there almost my entire life up until I got married. And I always tell the funny stories about my son. We moved to Staten Island when my wife was pregnant with my oldest son. So his doctor was in Brooklyn. So when he was born, he was actually born in Maimonides Hospital. So when he tells people he's from Staten Island, I said, no, you're not. You were born in Brooklyn. So we have a little teasing.
Well, I was born in New York City in NYU. Then when I was young, my mom and my dad moved to Queens. And then we moved, and then Before my mom and my dad got divorced, we moved here to Staten Island. I was like really young.
That's good. You're a well-traveled man.
One fun fact about yourself.
One fun fact about myself is I got dragged into the theater community even though I don't have any talent. So I have to deal with all of these kids that have great talents, kids that can sing and dance and perform. And here I am, I can't do any of that, but I try.
What do we say, guys?
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you very much for having me, and I hope to see you again. More to come on Grace 10314. Don't go away. And we're back. Let's keep the show rolling.
It's now time for Grace 10314. Did you know? Did you know that Grace Virtual Bingo made its debut in March 2020? And since then, we have hosted more than 36 bingo games and averaged 100 bingo players per month. We have given out more than $55,000 in cash prizes and more than 300 gift cards. Our 50-50 is a big hit that pays about $500. And if you want to see what happens at Grace Virtual Bingo, take a sneak peek. There's laughter, fun, and singing by our favorite hosts.
Right thing or wrong? Chains, my baby's got me locked up in chains, and they ain't the kind that you can see. Whoa, these chains of love got a hold on me, yeah. Now believe me when I tell you, I think you're fine, I think you're fine. I'd like to love you, but darling, I'm in prison by these chains. My baby's got me locked up in chains, and they ain't the kind that you can see. Whoa, these chains of love got a hold on me, yeah. Whoa, these chains of love got a hold on me.
And did you know that you can sign up for Grace Virtual Bingo once a month at www.graceofny.org? Why not take a chance? Join the fun. Join the Grace Bingo family.
Let's ask a question. What's the ironic name that you heard in the story that they named the town? The ironic name where murders took place. What was it called? P A R A D.
Good, Nick. Let's go, buddy. Attaboy, how you feeling? Good? Yeah, one more left. 1 minute left. Go. Good. Come on, man. Let's go, boys. It's hard work right here. Sorry.
Dog's hungry, right? Two brothers making a salad. Chopping that up for him? Coming. Down, the bottom one. hot. Go get the tray.
Nice job, Nick.
Get the tray. All those tomatoes and those cucumbers. Careful. Oh, you're good, Nick. Put them in. Good. Careful not to get burned. Shut that. Now let's set the timer for 12 minutes. Ready? Here. Flying sushi. Great for motor skills. Okay. Let's see. What's that in there? All right. Squeeze it. All the way. You got it. No, let go. When you have it, then you just let go of it, okay? So squeeze it. Okay, now let go. Stop squeezing. Hey. Turn it off. Go ahead, get onto the table there. Under your chair where you ate. Good job. Put the cap down. It's going to be too hard for you to hold that. Put the cap down. Yeah. Good. Wow, Alexa, that makes a lot of noise, right, the car? All right, go like this, everybody. See ya. All right. I will. Go ahead. Whoa.
Stick and stay for more fun from the Hab crew. We'll be right back after this brief message. Commercials done. Grace 10314 rolls on.
I'm Jenna Koenigsberg. I'm coming to the Grace Foundation, and we just talked about the SpongeBob SquarePants movie in 2004 because King Neptune stole his crown by Plankton, so it's up to SpongeBob and Patrick to save Bikini Bottom. So Wizard SpongeBob uses a magic guitar to break the chum buckets to save the day. King Neptune forgot to unfroze Mr. Krabs. I liked the movie because it was funny. I could watch it over and over again.
Hi, my name is Daniel Jackwitz. I go to the Grace Foundation. I like sports because I go to sporting events and TV. It is fun to watch. My favorite sport is bowling because I go there every week with the Grace Foundation. I use 14-pound ball, have to get a strike and roll the ball. I wear a size shoe. I have to wear bowling shoes to bowl. I go there with my family. Bye.
More to come on Grace 10314. Don't go away. On to the next segment from the incredible Hab TV crew.
My name is Shay Connery. I went to the GRACE Foundation, the Meals on the Meal. I've delivered the food.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Good morning, GRACE Foundation, Meals on Wheels. Happy to serve you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless. Hi. Good morning, Meals on Wheels. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Hi, my name is Christina. Interview Chef Lou. Come check it out.
Well, in our business, we always have a plan B, and the plan B usually turns out to be the plan A. So we do a lot of off-premise catering and remote locations, film shoots. Just people pick us to do some really absurd type of, obscure I should say, catering in non-traditional places. So we do have a knack for getting a kitchen and area set up kind of a la minute. So yeah, the weather started to roll in is not so good, and we went from an outdoor event, and we immediately got together with Kathy and Vinny. We just switched everything around to the plan B, which was good that we had that installed from the beginning. And it turned out to be a fantastic event. I mean, when you have people that aren't looking, when you're moving the ball as a team and not just to be the guy, things get done quite differently and a lot easier. And that's why I like working for the non-for-profits. That was fantastic. Really much more than we anticipated the turnout. In fact, there was a group that showed up. There was a group that showed up that was supposed to be at a different breakfast stand, and somehow they wound up here, and they stood. And we were wondering why don't we were short tables, so we had to again take out another table setting or two, and then it came to light that these people that came, they walked in and saw the place and how much of a good time everybody was having. They decided to stay. We have a really positive outlook on the future with us in GRACE Foundation. We want to really dig in with them, and we have a couple of projects we're looking to hand off with them. One being a homesteaders project that we spoke about a little earlier, and it's basically self-sufficient living, where you can grow and feed and jar and preserve and keep yourself self-sustained. As far as the GRACE Foundation participants, I mean, it's just a great opportunity. There's so many things that are changing in life right now, and the opportunity to know agriculture on any level, you bring something to the table. I always had a big pull for the special needs community. I did a long stint with Community Resource, which was incredible, and now I'm looking to continue that with the GRACE Foundation. It's just it's a passion, if I can give back and help, why not? And they're such sincere people, I mean, the loyalty and the cooperation, they're actually willing to learn, to give back. There's respect, there's thank yous and please, and I kind of like that. That's worth putting time into.
Stick and stay for more fun from the Hab crew. We'll be right back after this brief message. Commercials done. GRACE 10314 rolls on.
Hi everyone, my name is Julie Gottesman and I am the Director of Respite Services for the GRACE Foundation of New York. I was born in Brooklyn. My family lived across the street from the Botanical Gardens and then moved right outside of Canarsie, and grew up interestingly, in meager conditions and projects, but also had an opportunity to learn through my dad, who was a director and a performer and took me to interesting places. It gave me broadened opportunities. So I moved to Staten Island in 1994. My husband and I bought a house here. So we live in Iltingville and have a nice little townhouse. My son was diagnosed with autism in the year 2000. So from that point forward, that became my job. In 2001, I became a member of the GRACE Foundation as a parent, as a mom, and had the pleasure of having Diane Perugia reach out to me and other people in the disabilities community because I was scared. And so the GRACE Foundation became a haven and an opportunity to learn, and it guided me. So in many ways, you know, I've been with GRACE for 20 years, over 20 years now, you know? So that's really what I've been doing. And I had started a school in my home. My son had something called echolalia, which a lot of kids on the spectrum have. And he had this ability to repeat and memorize everything. So I wanted to create something that didn't exist. And at the time, there was no program that included singing, acting, dancing, things of that nature, performing, writing, for someone like my son. And so I opened a school called Let's Create Drama. I incorporated myself. I turned my house into a school and created all kinds of beautiful opportunities for my son and many other children in the community, whether they were on the spectrum or not, to spend time together and to have social opportunity and time to sing and dance and laugh and put on shows. And much of the funds that I would raise, I donated here to GRACE. And that became a yearly thing. And when the GRACE Foundation got a grant for a performing arts program, my name popped up and they reached out to me and they said, do you think you could do that for us? And I said, sure, if I have the right supports, because I'm not quite sure. I know what I've been doing for my son, but I don't know if it's going to translate to everybody else. And that's why I started with GRACE, one class. And I taught dance at the Police Athletic League and acting and writing there as well. And I taught at Staten Island Academy, their summer program, dance, and 500 kids and giant production numbers. And yeah, that was really my forte in. And you know, I don't think I could imagine a day without GRACE. That's the truth. It makes me emotional, actually. I don't think I could imagine it. And when I first brought my son to GRACE, they had a few programs, and they had a lot of educational things for parents, and they had wonderful events and things going on, but it was much smaller. I mean, it was very small, actually. And I just went in to learn. I didn't even know I was going to become what I am right now. I think that would have been a complete no way at the time, not a chance. You know, when we first started, I mean, I knew that they had baseball and they had opportunity for social skills and various things. And as I joined, I got to learn the various things, go to the gym program, in-home respite. At one point I did 5 in-home cases at a time. I was trying to work many jobs and juggling, working in various communities that I felt had need, or where I could be a bonus, you know. But the more I became part of GRACE, the more it started to dawn on me that, you know, a parent could do great things. A parent could see it in a way that other people couldn't, and that's the basis and the platform that GRACE was built on. And I gave myself permission to believe I could. If you ask anybody who knows me, they're going to tell you I think about GRACE and I work for GRACE. And I plan for Grace and I talk about Grace. I do like, of course, performing arts and things of that nature, but I can't say it clearly enough. I see myself as a vessel. I don't really do much else. When I have downtime, I watch maybe some reality television to relax my mind or some nonsense. But mostly my phone answering parents, and it's morning till night and weekends, and I suppose I should be more diverse. If I take any time off, it's, to take a really good walk. My ultimate is going to be seeing my son graduate grad school. The most out there thing that people told me don't even dream of. I would love a trip to Disney. That would make me pretty happy at some point. But I think I'm waiting for my son to graduate for that.
All right, that does it. Another episode of Grace 10314 is in the books. The Hab TV crew does a great job once again. Remember, giving never ends. My name is Dennis McKeon, and it was an honor to be your host, and I have a great time on the grounds of the Grace Foundation. Hope to see you soon out there in the community. If you know anybody who wants to volunteer, we have many volunteer opportunities available. Help us with cleanups, help us with snow shoveling. If you know any students that need community service credit, we have programs where they can earn their credit without interacting with other people. So with COVID, that's a great thing as well. Somebody once said that, nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something. So we hope that you come with us and help make Staten Island a better place.